Hi everybody, I'm Crazy Eddie, and I had a terrible crash in my computer last week. So not only is this episode later than it would normally be, but you guys missed out on a lot of footage on what was a fairly hilarious episode in which I actually got a lot done. Sorry about that. So what I'm currently trying to do is work on getting an Infusion altar set up for our Thaumcraft lab. This is one of the things I've built in the last week. And this combination blood altar and wand filling station is another. It's actually a mob farm, but not only does it fill up the blood altar, but you can use those aspect orbs to recharge your wand. Also, our Thrillid gave me this spiffy nano chest plate. It's an advanced nano chest plate, which means jetpack. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm working on the rest of it, but I have other things I want to do first. Starting with setting up some golems to empty this thing, because people are having trouble with it with the location I've set for it. And I'm thinking that problem would be solved entirely by having golems take care of it for us. Actually, on second thought, I'm obviously going to have to do the Infusion altar first, because the golem alchemy core is an infusion. But I can do one other thing that needs to be done badly first, or rather that badly needs to be done first, which is making a whole lot of candles. Alright, so I've got my tallow, I've got my mana infused string, and I've got tallow candles. Which should help to keep these infusions from getting away from me when I get around to doing them. Okay, so checking out the recipe for the runic matrix so we can make an infusion altar looks pretty simple, doesn't it? Maybe even too simple for this mod pack. And you would be correct. This is one of those cases where the Thaumonomicon is not 100% accurate. For the correct recipe, you have to check NEI, and as you can see, it's just a wee bit more complicated. But I have managed to assemble all the components. Dropped one. Am I forgetting something? Water, fire, earth, air, mana. Fire, earth, water, mana. Oh, that's water, that's air. And you're 4 of those. And right click with the Wand of the Forest to activate it and allowing it to consume mana, which it seems to be doing. It's just not showing the arrow with the results. I seem to have done something wrong. One moment while I check my notes. Okay, so I figured it out. I was using arcane stone blocks, and the recipe calls for blood runes. There's a resemblance, but they're not exactly the same thing. And blood runes. And that's more like it. This may take a little bit. So we're about halfway done. It's taking quite a while and I'm getting pretty bored. So I guess I'll just share with you how we're getting the mana into this thing, or actually into these mana spreaders. We're using floating endo flames. Being fed a steady supply of coal. And of course the wooden pressure plate is shutting off the flow of things from the open crate. By way of these redstone connectors. On top we have hoppers connected to barrels of charcoal. And I should probably put some more in. Because we've been going through a lot of it while this is going on. Fortunately, supplying ourselves with charcoal is pretty easy. Thanks both to this watering can and this auto smelting axe that Eric made. These spruce trees grow bigger than jungle trees. And each felling gives almost a stack and a half of charcoal. All right. Now we just throw out a piece of living rock and strike it with a twig. Well, it looks like we got most of our runes back. Maybe all of them. Nice. And then we shall also carefully place this runic matrix in its place. And our wand is going to need a little bit more charging. Which we can do right here. There we go, fully charged. And Infusion altar. And there we are, ready to infuse all kinds of things. Okay, so we are almost ready to get these golem cores together. See, for the alchemical core, we will also need modus, aqua, and precantatio. Now for the precantatio, we'll be boiling nether wart, and for the modus, rubber bars. And that should get us a full jar of both aspects. And I bet we have a good use for that one. So while that's going on, I'm going to go get the nether wart. It's almost full up. And we'll just place this right over there. And that can go there. And that can go there. I'm getting together a lot of herba here, which will be great if I ever get around to making a fertility lamp. Alrighty then. We have all our essentials placed. We have all our items placed. We should be ready to make some magic. Perfect. Let's see if we can do it again. Really, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to do it again. The infusion itself has only minor instability. And I've got nearly a stack of candles underneath the altar. And plenty of essentia to finish the infusion. All right, let's put this little wooden guy to work. Let's have him refill. This stuff. He may need a bucket. Okay, so it seemed that my problem was I needed to assign him to the alchemical furnace and not the alembic. And I think he can get to all 3 levels from here. And he does seem to be willing to go to all connected jars. Probably if I made a bridge across here to this other set of jars, it would go to them too. But I figured I would just give him a teammate. And I need something else to burn. Yeah, we'll throw in some sulfur. And all right, there they go, hard at work. Isn't that just lovely? And it looks like he wants to climb up here, but he can't. I really should have made this lab larger. And I think he may be able to climb up here. So let's throw some more sulfur in and see what they do. Well, dude, you got a full jar of Ignis. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's our Thaum lab and golems. And that's enough magic for now. Next episode, we're going to get a little bit more technical. be sure to tune in. In the meanwhile, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.